Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my cozy day at home. You guys asked for a really great day in the life video, so I decided to give you some of my favorite recipes and show you some of my favorite things to do to make my day super cozy. So go ahead, grab a blanket, grab a hot drink, and let's just dive right in. It's morning and I'm waking up to a gorgeous, crisp, clear day. There's nothing like living out in the country and just getting to enjoy some fall weather. So of course, every morning has to start with a nice hot cup of coffee. I mean, who doesn't want to start their day with a hot cup of coffee? I know I don't. So this morning I decided to go ahead and pull out one of my favorite autumnal drinks of the season. So some mornings I'll have this harvest blend tea from Trader Joe's. It's really comforting and has lots of really great fall flavors, but I'm in a coffee mood, so we're going for this autumn maple coffee blend from Trader Joe's. Guys, I'm not the biggest fan of flavor coffees, but this coffee is absolutely divine. It is a light roast, but it has so much flavor and it's so good and so cozy. So I always like to brew this baby on strong, and I just let her go. And then we're gonna go ahead and dress her up to make her a little bit more festive. This has a really beautiful flavor, so I just add a very light bit of creamer. I just add a little bit. This is a vanilla flavored one. And I was feeling extra fancy today, so I decided to add some of my homemade spiced whipped cream. This is just a whipped cream that I made up using heavy cream, some Trader Joe's vanilla bean paste, and some spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. And I always like to start my day off just by sitting down, just regrouping, getting my mind right, and drinking my hot cup of coffee before I do anything else. I don't turn on my phone. I don't do anything but just sit and enjoy my coffee. And of course, I'm never alone. Here's Z. She likes to sit in the window with me while I sit and drink my coffee. If you guys don't know Z, she's my oldest cat. She is 17 years young, and she's always somewhere, either her or Ellie. And now that I've got some coffee in me, we're gonna make some breakfast, because you need a good breakfast, okay? Or at least I do. Now that I've been working from home, I've been trying to be more mindful about making a good breakfast, and today I am making my cinnamon apple oatmeal. I don't like my oatmeal basic. I like to dress her up. So today I'm using some of this Trader Joe's oat beverage and their new maple flavor, and this is really, really nice and creates an awesome texture for the oatmeal. I think they should still have this at Trader Joe's, but you guys know how Trader Joe's is with the fall stuff. Make sure you get it when you can. I go ahead and heat that up, and then I add in my oats. I usually use either old-fashioned or steel cut. You can use whatever you have.
Messy or reckless, yeah, I do not know, but this I am sure it ain't gonna be the same no more. I gotta fall back.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in some of these dried cherries from Trader Joe's. I love dried cherries in my oatmeal. I add them while the oatmeal is still cooking because that hot liquid is going to rehydrate the cherries and they're going to be so juicy and soft once everything is finished cooking. And now I'm going to add some flavors. I'm adding about a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar. And then of course some vanilla extract. I like to use the alcohol-free one from Trader Joe's. And then I'm going to add a little bit of ground cinnamon in there as well and mix that all up. Once I've got everything poured into the bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped apple on top. You can use any apple that you like. I had Granny Smith, so I'm adding Granny Smith. Tell me where does this roller coaster reaches? And then I like to add these pumpkin spice pumpkin seeds from Trader Joe's. They just add a really nice crunch. I like to add nuts with my oatmeal as well. And these are a great addition for the season. A little more cinnamon on top because who doesn't love cinnamon? And then my secret weapon for my oatmeal. This is an apple cider syrup that we got from our local Harvest Fest a couple of years back. And it's amazing. It's not super sweet, it's more tart, and it drives the apple flavor home. I haven't seen this anywhere else but our local Apple Fest, but I will link it if I can find the distributor for you guys. Am I being selfish or just being honest now? And now that everything is done, I am going to go grab my food and go sit down and do a little bit of work. Today was an admin day. I had to go ahead and plan out my month for YouTube as well as some other projects that I have going on as well. So I like to sit down and eat and go ahead and just pull out my planner and get to work. And of course you gotta light a little candle too because you gotta have the vibes. I think today I had Paris Cafe going.
Seem like a lost emotion. Yeah. Gotten used to being so complacent. Seen the weather change, but I'm staying frozen. I can't move till the path is chosen. Bear me up from the depths I've fallen. Let me go, we'll both keep living. Don't we fear leaving one another? And of course, we will miss each other.
And Z was my sidekick today, so she's chilling in the corner watching me eat. No, she's not sitting at the table, she's far off in the corner. But this was just the perfect setup, an awesome breakfast. And I was really excited because while I was working, I got an awesome package. I don't know if y'all can see Andrea Renee playing in the background. But I made an order from Butter Me Soft maybe a week before filming this video, and it was so timely that the package literally showed up the day that I was filming this. So I was super excited because I purchased quite a few of her new fall goodies. And look at the presentation. She always gives freebies. She just likes to set the mood with all of her packages. There's some tea in there, so we're definitely going to be using this. Then I love Marquita because she always gives little samples of different goodies. This is a sample of her wax melts. And I just wanted to share some of the things I got with you guys. I picked up this Oh Honey Luxe body cream. Y'all, This stuff is amazing. Super just rich and creamy, and it smells like honey. And I was most excited for this beautiful change of season bath bomb. I picked up the bath bomb as well as the bath oil, and this has layers of sandalwood, bergamot, mint, cloves, cinnamon. It's just super autumnal and so cozy. And then I also got her Santorini bath products. I got the shower gel as well as the bath oil, and guys, this literally smells like mulled wine. Like a literal mulled wine. It's just spicy but still a little fruity. Another one that's perfect for the season, and I just love the shimmer she has in her body oils. And then last but not least, I picked up her Eternal Bath Bomb, and this bath bomb shares a lot of similar notes to what you'll find in Santorini. It's more of a fruity yet still spicy kind of cocktail, so I was really excited. This was such a beautiful package. It came so fast. You guys have to check out Butter Me Soft if you haven't already. But today I figured, since we're doing a cozy autumn day in my life, well, why not just go ahead and use some of these products? I love to take a midday bath on days when I'm not feeling too hot, and I figured this would be the perfect day. So I'm going to go ahead and light a candle by the bath. You gotta have some candles in the bath. You have to. This one I found from, I think, Home Goods a couple of years ago, but you can also get it on the Makers of Wax Goods website as well. And for my bubbles today, I decided to use the Lush Apple Crumble Bubbleroon. This has a really beautiful apple and kind of spice cinnamon note to it, and it has that really nice moisturizing core. So I chopped this up, put her into a sieve, and went ahead and let those bubbles bubble away. And this is a pretty bright bath bomb, but don't worry, no bathtubs were harmed in the making of this video. And of course, I have to go ahead and get some tea. I like to have some tea while I'm chilling in the bathtub. Either some tea or some kind of liquor. Today I chose tea. I'm going to go ahead and use that Tazo tea that Marquita included in my package. Just heating up my kettle here. This is one of my favorite purchases. I got it from Amazon. If you love tea, you need an electric kettle. And to dress up my chai, I'm just adding a little bit of this maple butter from Trader Joe's and a little bit of this oat milk from Trader Joe's as well, and topping everything off with a cinnamon stick. It's time to go ahead and hop in. Guys, the bathroom smelled so good when I walked in. That like pumpkin spice and apple cinnamon and all of the most amazing cozy fall things. And I like to use this time just to reflect, really relax, release any tension that I'm holding. And this is also a time when I like to meditate. I meditate every day, but I really like to meditate when I'm in the bath because it's just quiet, cozy, comforting. And this definitely got out some of the tension I was holding from a recent flare-up I had. And it's time to exfoliate. I'm using my Eat and Glow from Nola Skin Essentials. This stuff is amazing. It lasts forever and it leaves a little bit of a bronze glow on your skin once you're finished. And I love my baths super hot, so I had to moisturize. I went ahead and went in with my Oh Honey Luxe body cream, and guys, this stuff left my skin so hydrated and super duper soft. And this is a cream, so I decided once that was all worked in, I would top it off with my change of season body oil. Her body oils are just so luxurious, super softening, and they just lock everything in. So once the session was done, I literally felt like a little spicy glazed donut. And now it's time to cook. So I have been wanting to do chicken dumplings for the start of the season, and that's what I decided to do. So I'm actually going to share some prep with you guys from the night before. So I actually roasted my own chicken. So I'm taking some butter. I have some herbs here like parsley. There's some lemon as well as some garlic. I'm going to chop up the herbs, chop up my garlic, and then also go ahead and juice my lemon. I also chopped up this poultry blend, I believe, that I found at the grocery store. It has like sage, rosemary, and thyme, if I remember correctly. Chopped all of that and added it to my softened butter. And then I'm just going to add in my lemon juice as well as my garlic. And we're going to mix that all together, and that is what I'm going to use to dress my chicken.
Foggy glasses, all this emotion. Tried to tell her, but she probably didn't notice. She say she ain't got nobody. I said, baby girl, you're wrong. She say she ain't got no purpose. I say, what you on? Girl, you're wrong.
And then I'm going to go ahead and smash up some more garlic. I'm just taking garlic as well as some onion and more of my whole herbs and those leftover lemon halves, and that's what I'm going to use to stuff my chicken with. So I didn't get this on camera just because I didn't want to risk cross-contaminating with a whole chicken, obviously. So these are the whole herbs that I'm going to use to stuff the chicken with. I will make sure to link the recipe that I'm using down in the description box below if any of you guys want to recreate this. So I literally rubbed down this chicken with that butter and herb mixture and stuffed her whole with the herbs, the lemon, and the onion, and I just tied her legs together with some kitchen twine, and we are going to throw this baby in the oven. I believe I had it at 375, and I think this went for about an hour, and it came out literally perfectly golden brown. Like, look at that. Guys, I made that. It was so good. And so I went ahead and I took all the chicken off the bone, well, as much as I could get, because I kind of suck at doing those kinds of things. And now I'm going to make a stock. So adding some olive oil to my pan, I'm going to add in chunks of whole vegetables. I have some celery as well as some carrot, some onion, and 2 whole heads of garlic that I'm going to be throwing in the pot. And of course, you always want to make sure that you season salt and pepper to taste. And then I'm going to add in that leftover carcass and then some more whole herbs. I have a giant sprig of parsley in there. I'm going to add some rosemary, some thyme, and some bay leaves as well. I'm going to take, I believe, about 8 cups of water, and I'm going to dump that in there. and that is going to just simmer. I let it simmer for about 3 hours. You can pretty much let this simmer as long as you want to. That is going to develop your perfect, rich, super flavorful stock to make your chicken and dumplings. Now, you don't have to do this. You can always just buy your stock. You can get a rotisserie chicken from the store, but I wanted to make it from scratch, so I did. And so now we're in present day, and I'm going to go ahead and mix up those dumplings. Again, I will have the recipe that I use listed in the description. I'm just using some flour, some baking powder. I'm going to add a generous amount of salt to this as well. And I'm going to combine those dry ingredients and set them to the side. And then now for the wet ingredients, we're going to take some buttermilk. I think it called for 2 eggs. Yeah, 2 eggs. And then I'm also going to add a generous amount of fresh chives to this mixture, and then I'm going to whisk that together. And then you're just gently going to combine your wet ingredients with those dry ingredients. And this is going to make a really nice, puffy, super fluffy dough to work with. And these are going to be your dumplings. So I'm just going to set this to the side and allow that to rest while I go ahead and build the base of the chicken and dumplings. So I'm going to saute off my vegetables and aromatics. I have some carrot, some celery. I'm also going to add in some chopped onion, and I think 3 to 4 cloves of garlic in here as well.
Shawty, you're a brick wall. Over, under, through you, none of that at all. You need to be knocked down and rebuilt again. Just take your time. Hey, just take your time. Hey, just take your time.
I'm going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper to taste. That's going to help those vegetables sweat out as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead, add in the rest of my veg. And then I'm also going to throw in some bay leaves in there as well. That's going to help to build up the flavor.
Do you take a stand to help of it? Take all that you have and give it away. Somebody can spare that extra weight. No reason to fill up your life with things that you hate. Is anyone who they appear to be? No soul is left impervious.
So after letting these cook down for about 5 minutes, you're going to go ahead and build your roux to help to thicken this chicken and dumplings. So I'm adding in about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of flour. And I'm going to go ahead and cook that down with the vegetables. You want to cook that down until it's translucent and the mixture looks a little dry.
Why is there sadness? Why is there good? Why is there madness? Don't believe.
Once it's ready, I'm going to go ahead and take out that chicken stock that I made the other night. And we're just slowly going to add this to help build the roux. So I'm just ladling it in just bit by bit and stirring as I go, just to start to thicken that sauce. And you just want to take your time with this, that way you can work out any lumps that you might get, because nobody wants lumpy chicken and dumplings. So you can see that's nice and smooth, and we're just going to let that cook and simmer until it thickens. You can see how much thicker that is. And I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of heavy cream. That's what the recipe calls for, so I added it, and I think it added a nice richness. And then I'm going to take the chicken that we roasted the night before and add that into the sauce as well. I'm going to stir all that in. And now we're going to go ahead and add in the dumplings. I'm taking heaping spoonfuls of the dumpling mixture that we mixed up earlier and dropping it right into the sauce. Now, some people like their dumplings more crisp, so you can take this, put it on a sheet pan, and bake it in the oven at 350 if you like. But this recipe called to just cook it in the sauce, and I actually really like it that way. The sauce makes these puff up, and they just get so just thick and fluffy and beautiful. They're literally like clouds. And that is it for the chicken and dumplings, guys. This is my first time making it, and I gotta say, this was damn good. The whole family was just like losing it over these chicken and dumplings. They've already requested it for a meal in the future, so this is definitely staying in my arsenal. You can basically make this as easy as you want it to be, but I did like making everything from scratch. It just built the flavor so well. And then I just added a little bit of parsley because I felt like being fancy. I just poured up a little bit of wine, and we just sat down with our amazing chicken and dumplings and chilled out. And then my mom pulled up and surprised me with my favorite cherry cobbler. I love you guys, but I'm not giving you this recipe. This is a family secret. But this is one of my favorite desserts. My mom has been making this for us since we were kids. So we just had some delicious cherry cobbler with some vanilla ice cream to finish off the night. Now that we finish the coziest dinner of life, it's time to wind down. I'm kind of a night owl, so I usually like to light a candle and I'll just hop in bed and read for the evening until I feel like I'm ready to go to sleep. So tonight I have my fireside candle from Bath & Body Works burning. It literally smells like a fire. And I have been reading this new book from PC and Kristen Cass called Spells Trouble, and I think this is a new series they have called The Sisters of Salem, and it's really good. A great book to pull out for this kind of season. It just gives like really good witchy autumnal vibes. So yeah, I'm all fed, moisturized, and ready to just go ahead and get ready to retire for the evening. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this super cozy autumn day in the life. Please let me know if you guys would like to see more of these. I really enjoyed creating this for you guys. Leave your feedback down below, and I hope that you had a wonderful, amazing day. Love you guys.